Hello, hello again. So we're going to talk a little bit about pi, and we're going to talk a little bit about circles. So the first thing we might want to know is that this is the radius. The radius goes from the inside to the outside, goes half the distance across the circle. This is our radius. I'm going to go ahead and write it out here because I like to write out things that I know how to spell. Radius. So also interesting about the circle is that we have the area of the circle. The area of the circle is two-dimensional. The area is given by a formula, pi r squared. We worked a little bit with this formula before, so it should be pretty familiar to you. A circle problem here. So let's go ahead and try a circle problem here. I'm going to replace this with a 10. So looking up here, our formula, area is equal to, and you guys will remember, pi r squared. So what's going to go right in here is equal to pi times 10 squared is equal to, now 10 squared we're going to remember is equal to 10 times 10, so I'm just going to write out all my steps. Pi times 100. Where did the 100 come from? 10 times 10 is 100. Next step is equal to 100 times pi. And you may remember that our approximation for pi is 3.14. So this is really 100 times 3.14, which is equal to 314. When we're doing these area problems with a circle, we're usually going to follow these same steps. We know the radius goes right in here. We work through the problem. So once again, this was a 10 here, that became a 10 here, because this 10 was our radius right there. Let's look at another circle problem. We want to find area again. This time, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in here a 4. That's going to change our problem just a little bit. In this case, we want to find the area. We have a 4. Our 4 is what's going to go right in here. So here's our 4. Working through our steps again, we have is equal to pi times 16. Where did the 16 come from? 4 times 4 is equal to, now if we wanted to go through and do the steps here, we would have 16 times 3.14. Looking at this, this is going to become a multiplication problem. 6 times 4. You guys can work this out. 6 times 4, 24. 6 times 1, going to be a 6. I'm expecting to get an answer. So this looks like it's going to be an 8. 4. 6 times 3, 18. Here's a 12. Have something that looks like 10. This. 1 times 4, we're going to have a 4 here. 1 times 1 is going to bring a decimal point here. I had to go over 1, 2 here. I'm going to have to go over 1, 2 here. Decimal point is going to be right here. I'm thinking I'm going to get something like 50.24. Now I like to check my work with a calculator. This is all the intelligent portion. This is the human intelligence here. We've come up with a formula. We decided which formula to use. We've plugged into our formula. This is the mechanical, and the calculator is very, very good with the mechanical. So I'm going to go ahead and put in here 3.14, and I am going to multiply that by 16. And my answer is indeed 50.24. Hopefully you guys can see that. Check our work. I'm going to go ahead over here and I'm going to put down 50.24. That's our final answer. Once again, walking through this, we wanted to find the area of a circle. Here's our radius. We know our radius is 4. So I'm going to go ahead and write radius equals 4. The radius goes from halfway across the circle, from the inside, from the very, very inside to the outside. That's our radius. Looking here, we have area is equal to pi times r squared is equal to pi times 4 squared is equal to pi times 16. Going over here, we check our math, running through it, we have 50.24. 52.24 is our answer. And once again, we put that in the calculator just as a final check, and we look and we say, yes indeed, 50.24 was our answer.